Good evening, and welcome to the award ceremony for Level Up Calgary Season 3 Parks and Portals. Woo! My name is Chris Blaze. I'm a Teaching and Learning with Technology Specialist for the Calgary Board of Education. I'm overjoyed that we've gathered here today in person to celebrate the achievements of our amazing students. I want to thank you all for joining, whether in person or virtually. Now, speaking of virtual, you've experienced Calgary in the digital realm through Minecraft Education, and it's important to recognize that regardless of whether you are walking the land in person or virtually, we find ourselves here on Treaty 7 territory. With that, I will share the land acknowledgement. Elders have taught us that it's important to acknowledge the land where we gather and the first peoples who traditionally lived here. It shows respect for people, their contributions, and their ways of being, belonging, doing, and knowing, which are reflected through the stories and songs that have lived on this land for thousands of years. We're making this acknowledgement to demonstrate our commitment to work together as a community in laying the foundation for reconciliation through education. We would like to acknowledge the traditional territories and oral practices of the Blackfoot Nations, which includes the Siksika, the Piikani, and the Kainai. We also acknowledge the Tsuut'ina and Stoney Nakoda First Nations, the Métis Nation, and all the people who make their homes in the Treaty 7 region of southern Alberta. Well, we have a dynamite roster of speakers this evening. Before we begin, though, I'd like to recognize the teachers in this room. Please join me and welcome the teachers. Now, these are teachers from Calgary Board of Education and Rocky View Schools. Thank you so much for being here. This took a tremendous amount of work, and we just want you to know that without you, this would not have been possible. So, thank you. I also want to acknowledge two special individuals within CBE that helped make tonight happen. My director, Aubrey Fletcher. Can you give a wave? There she is at the back. She's wearing the funky Minecraft shirt. Thank you. And my former director, now Superintendent of School Improvement, Mike Nelson. Thank you, Mike. Thank you for your incredible support of this challenge, for your leadership and vision of 21st century learning in CBE. Thank you. We're going to change the order. We're going to go to Heather Robertson. And Heather Robinson is the Director of Service, Design, and Innovation for Calgary Public Library. And what an amazing venue. Heather, thank you. This is just an extraordinary place to gather and celebrate, so thank you for that. Now, CPL is a valued partner of the Calgary Board of Education, and I've been fortunate to be part of the regular partnership meetings between CBE and CPL with Heather and her team. Now, through our partnership, CPL provides our families with kindergarten book bags, family reading kits, and access to physical and digital resources. Should also mention that Central Library and Memorial Park Library were prominently featured in all 3 seasons of Level Up Calgary. Please welcome Heather Robertson.
Thanks so much, Chris. Oki, Ambawaktek, Danitada, Tanshe. Hello, everyone. It's such a pleasure to be here with you all today. It's such a pleasure to have the partnership that we do with CBE and all of our school board partners in the city, and to be here today to help celebrate this super cool project. I'm very pleased to be here on behalf of the Calgary Public Library and our CEO, Sarah Mueller, who was very disappointed she could not partake for this exciting event as we celebrate creativity, innovation, and fantastic ideas on how we create public spaces that strengthen our communities. This is part of the conversation that we have at the library every single day, as we strive for the library to be a place where everyone belongs. Everyone has the potential to be innovative. to be curious, to have ideas, to put those ideas into action, to make a difference. And at the library, we have an entire team who get to focus on how best to design programs and services for today and the future. And it's such a thrill to work with every single one of them. They explore questions. They encourage each other to share ideas. They seek new ways to put them into action, developing services that can help us extend our reach into community and create learning experiences that help people grow and build skills to support them in reaching their own potential. Our library team also thinks about how to design and build spaces that help us connect and be creative, much like what we were doing with the Minecraft Challenge. We were so excited that one of the Minecraft tasks for kindergarten students this year was to create an inviting outdoor learning space outside of the Memorial Park Library. The Memorial Park Library is a special library, has a special place in our heart. It's our centennial library and our first library. And to think about all the ways in which these students could imagine a space that encourages fun and learning and a safe and accessible way for people, or a place for people to gather and to create and just to imagine a future. You know what I love the most about working at the library? That libraries are open doorways to possibilities. We're gateways to ideas, experiences, inspirations, and insights. We do more than lend books and offer computer access, although all of those things are excellent, but we're also a place where people can come to learn, share, and grow. And library places and spaces can look like a lot of different things. When I think about our locations across our city, a library can provide small, cozy spaces where people come to find a great read. They can be big, bold, beautiful buildings like the one we're sitting in today, stretching the imagination and filled with activity. A library can also be a small greenhouse, like our micro library in Walden in the southeast of our city. And it can even be a space that hosts unexpected delights, like a helicopter or an Engine 23 project, the fire truck we just installed at the Fish Creek Library and designed into an immersive learning experience. All great things in community come or start with an idea. It's the way that we foster, support, and champion those ideas that help to make them real. That help to turn them into something that we can celebrate and that we have the potential to help shape our future. And that is why the library is so pleased to be a partner in this challenge. The creativity, openness, and dedication all of you have shown to making your ideas come to life in a way that can inspire us to think about public spaces in different ways is amazing and absolutely worth celebrating. Thank you to all of our partners, and thank you to all of you for taking the opportunity to level up Calgary and share your ideas, your designs, and innovations. When we all work together to create spaces where we can connect and grow, we can be stronger as a community. Thank you.
Well, I am honored to invite our next guest and speaker to the podium, Her Worship Mayor Gondek. I'll preface this by saying that one of the qualities that I truly admire about Mayor Gondek is how she cultivates a beautiful sense of belonging in our city. And I know, Heather, you talked about that as well. Calgary is the third most diverse city in Canada, which is an immense source of strength for our community. Diversity and inclusion is what fuels our innovation, resiliency, and prosperity, making Calgary one of the best places to live in the world. Mayor Gondek appeared as a non-player character, an NPC, for the past 2 seasons of Level Up Calgary. And she's been a tremendous advocate for engaging our young people through this work. Please welcome Mayor Gondek.
Hello, everyone. Oki, Daranastada, Ambawastich, and Tanse. These are greetings to all of you in the mother languages of the Treaty 7 Indigenous peoples who stewarded these lands at the confluence of the Bow and Elbow Rivers for generations before many of us came to settle here. On behalf of my Calgary City Council colleagues, including Councillor Walcott, who's here with us, anybody else from Council here? I don't want to miss anyone. We just got out of an executive committee meeting, so forgive us for not all being here right now. On behalf of all of City Council, welcome to this year's Level Up Calgary Awards. This event is a celebration of creativity and innovation that youth in our city are designing and building through their creations for a future Green Line station, Haltane Park, and Memorial Park Library. I'm very proud of our brilliant students from the Calgary Board of Education, the Calgary Catholic School District, as well as Rocky View Schools. These Minecraft education designs put forward some pretty incredible ideas to advance social, climate, and economic resilience in Calgary. I'd like to thank all of the teachers, all of the students, the city champions, the judges, and the parents who have made this season a success. I'd also like to thank our development partners, including Minecraft, Microsoft, and the Calgary Board of Education for their leadership on this. At the city, our focus as leaders is to build a community that will not only stand the test of time, but reflect the values of the people that live here. And that means all of you. And I know that you believe in some fairly important things. And I know it's because you have blue sky thinking that you offer up. And Level Up has given you the opportunity to put that into action. You've been able to identify the things that matter to you the most through this challenge. And as I watched the videos from our finalists, there's a list of values that jumped out at me. You are believers in inclusivity. You're believers in diversity. You have a desire for a sense of belonging. You have empathy for other people's life experiences. You want to make sure that we're promoting accessibility, that we are practicing equity, and that we are committed to environmental sustainability. You want to make sure that we have healthy lifestyle options. You have a concern for animals, and you have a love of reading and all things that are beautiful in our world. It was amazing to see young people who recognize the importance of preserving culture, preserving language, and even incorporating some iconic Calgary architecture into their designs. The ideas were presented with thoughtfulness, with creativity, and I will also add they were quite practical, which is sometimes something that even grown-ups don't tend to do. We can be big thinkers, but sometimes we forget about the practicality, and I would say the students in this competition certainly didn't forget that. So thank you very, very much, for engaging in this project and for being part of this incredibly cool process of city building. I want to thank all the young people who participated in this project for being strong leaders and incredible city builders. And in addition to offering my congratulations to everyone who is a winner in this competition, this may sound cheesy to say, but I think it's important. I think we're all winners when we engage in the project of city building together and when we focus on the ideas of inclusivity, diversity, and belonging. I know I'm getting a little quiet applause for being cheesy, so thank you. Thank you all for doing such a great job on this project. Take care.
Next, we have CBE School Trustee Patricia Bolger, who will share a few words. She is the school trustee for Wards 6 and 7. And while she's lived in Calgary for the past 25 years, she originally hails from Edmonton. Yeah, we're going to get to that. Alas, the Flames did not fare so well this year. And it appears that Canada's only hope for a cup rests on Edmonton's shoulders. I have concerns. I'm not sure if you're an Oilers fan, Trustee Bolger, but I do think it's high time for the cup to return to Canadian soil. And with that, please welcome Trustee Bolger.
I assume that cheering is for Edmonton and not just me, but thank you. So good evening, everyone, distinguished guests, esteemed colleagues, proud parents, and of course, our incredibly talented students. Welcome to the Level Up Calgary Season 3 Awards Ceremony on behalf of the Calgary Board of Education's Board of Trustees. And Nancy Close, my fellow trustee, is here tonight also. So it is our distinct honor to congratulate and celebrate the brilliant minds of our K-12 students. Today, we gather to recognize the winners of the Minecraft Design Challenge, who've demonstrated exceptional creativity, collaboration, and problem-solving skills in designing safe, accessible, and inclusive public spaces for our wonderful city. This year's challenge, Parks and Portals, has inspired our students to think critically about urban design and has provided them with a unique platform to showcase their digital literacy and innovative thinking. The designs not only reflect the boundless imagination of our youth, but also their commitment to improving our community spaces. Minecraft education, now in its third year at the CBE, continues to be a vital tool in engaging our students in a fun and interactive learning environment. It's empowered them to explore new ideas and develop skills that are crucial in our increasingly digital world. So to our winners, your hard work and dedication have paid off, and we couldn't be proud of your achievements. You've set a remarkable example for your peers and have shown all the incredible potential that lies with our young people. I'd also like to extend my heartfelt thanks to the teachers, mentors, and parents who've supported these students throughout their journey. Your encouragement and guidance have been instrumental in their success. So thank you, and congratulations to all the participants and the winners being recognized today, and enjoy the rest of the evening.
I must say, I'm a bit of a fan of our next speaker, CBE's Chief Superintendent, Joe Pittman. And I mean that because Chief Pittman is such an inspiring, passionate leader and a fierce advocate for public education. She's deeply committed to student success. She does have a bit of a competitive side, though, I will say, and makes no apologies for her affinity for the Oilers. Please welcome Chief Pittman.
Well, good evening, and thanks, Chris. You know, I'd first of all like to thank the NHL for their terrible scheduling, which has benefited us because it lasts forever, and we did not conflict with an Oilers game tonight, which would have been a point of challenge for me. But students, you always come first. You'll come before hockey any day, even if it is my beloved Oilers. Now, thank you, Trustee Bolger, and thank you also to Trustee Close for coming. I want to begin by welcoming CBE and Rocky View students, families, teachers, administrators, of which we have quite a few, and senior leaders. None of this is possible without you, and you've heard this before. But what I would underscore is that it is about your commitment to learning with the future in mind, your commitment to create the conditions and take the time for risks, your perseverance in problem solving, because there was a little bit of problem solving that came along with this, and the application of creativity and critical thinking. When I think about what we've achieved together, and I want to just walk us back a little bit, so while you're thinking about now, this is a third year of a project, and it began as a tiny seed of how might we connect students during a time of COVID where we connect to community. How might we use an existing tool that creates accessibility for any student across our city to engage in thinking about what they might build next. And through that seed of an idea and a lot of work, we captured the attention of the province, and we won the prestigious Minister's Award for Municipal Excellence in the partnership category, because it takes a community to create community. But it wasn't finished growing. Students, did you know that you in fact have inspired other cities from around the world, cities like Los Angeles, Toronto, which we always like to do better than, and I'll never cheer for the Leafs, sorry about that, Buenos Aires, and Quezon City, Philippines, to name just a few. This school year, CBE has experienced unprecedented growth, and it is partnerships like this that keep us grounded in our purpose, an unwavering commitment to student success. And that's lived not only by our teachers and administrators, but it's imbued into our students as well. And over the course of 3 seasons of Level Up Calgary, we have impacted 35,000 CBE students who've participated, facilitating rich conversations that are real about civic responsibility, about our commitment to building better, creating safe and welcoming spaces for all Calgarians, of which our youngest students are an important leadership part of. I want to acknowledge and thank our partners, the City of Calgary and Microsoft. Thank you to Her Worship for making time on a very busy time period. Mayor Gondek, Councillor Walcott, thank you also. Mike Sauvé, there you are. And the many city employees, many who are here tonight, who supported this work. From Microsoft, unable to join us, but who have walked alongside and added incredible value and created opportunity for us. Elka Walsh and Aria Azizi, who may be joining online, thank you. Thank you also specifically, though, for your expertise and investment in public education. Microsoft has been an incredible partner. To the Calgary Public Library for welcoming us into the space, and the CEO, Sarah Mueller, and Lisa Hardy, who also appeared as non-player characters, NPCs, always have to put that qualification. My children, by the way, judge me because I have not been one. We are especially grateful for the support of Elder Sokokoto, Elder Henry Holloway, Elder Susan Sinclair, and Knowledge Keeper Hal Eagletail. And a huge thank you to Brandy Eagleson, Brooke Eagleson, and Stephanie Flexhog from Imperial Order Daughters of the Empire for their generous donation. And finally, and most importantly, students, I look forward to meeting you, whether you're part of CBE or Rocky View. You should be proud. You're listening to quite a few adults speak, and then we're going to get to you. But just a note, you have spent hours coming up with ideas, shelving them, coming back with different ideas, shelving them, coming back, trying to work with classmates maybe, and saying, not sure if that's quite good enough. But you've envisioned a future for Calgary through Minecraft. Tonight, we can all rest easy because you, students, are indeed what this world needs next. Thank you.
Thank you. Our next speaker is Superintendent of Schools, Greg Lauterbach, for Rocky View Schools. Superintendent Lauterbach has served in this role since 2016 and has a wealth of experience in the K-12 education sector. He's a techie at heart, with a master's and undergraduate degrees in educational technology and computer science. He has spent most of his career supporting the infusion of technology to support deep, meaningful learning. Welcome, Superintendent Lauterbach.
Welcome, everyone. Did you ever notice everybody comes up here and they can't quite get the mic at the right height here? I'm just going to lower it. Sorry, Chris, because you're going to be in trouble. For those of you who don't know, Rocky View Schools is kind of the horseshoe around the suburbia of Calgary. So we're in Langdon. Shout out to my Langdon friends up there. We're in Chestermere, Airdrie, Crossfield, Cochrane, Bragg Creek. All those kind of communities make up Rocky View Schools. And, it's our pleasure to be here, be part of this partnership, to be able to have our students participate. So thank you for letting us play along here. I'm joined by my partner in crime, Judy Hunter. She's a trustee here with Rocky View Schools Board of Education. So certainly today we're here to celebrate season 3 of Level Up Calgary. And, I've had that, you heard, a little techie at heart. Chief Superintendent Pittman questioned if I had a heart, but that was a different story. But really, that techie in heart means when it came down and Ali, our coordinator who's running this, says, we need some judges to do this. I'm like, I am in. So this is the second year in a row I got to review all the different Rocky View student projects and go through them, and just amazed by the depth and the creativity that have been displayed by the students. And they created those vibrant, rich, sustainable public areas. And that doesn't happen without the help of parents, but most importantly, teachers. So thanks to all the teachers who took some risks, who engaged students with an opportunity to infuse technology into their learning and be able to demonstrate their learning in a little bit different way than many get to do day in and day out. So thank you to all those staff members. And again, thanks to the partners, you've heard of them today, who've made this happen. We certainly appreciate the opportunity because this doesn't happen for students without their support. And I will end with congratulations to all of our participants.
So I taught elementary for 14 years, and I'm just kind of I want to get a pulse here on all of the young people in the room. How are we feeling? Do we need to move? Do we need to wiggle? No. Not to worry. Parents, if your children do need a little movement break, certainly welcome them to the up area. We are going to move along here shortly to the award ceremony portion. Elder Sokokoto is unfortunately able to join us here in person, so I do want to address him as I know he's joining us virtually at home. He's not feeling well. But I want to just express my gratitude and appreciation for Elder Sokokoto. He's been with us since the start, all 3 seasons. Incredible. Elder Sokokoto is a gift to those who know him, and for those who do not, you probably felt the gift of his teachings without even knowing it. Elder Sokokoto's joyful smile and zest for life is infectious. His playful spirit is every bit as profound as his deep respect and understanding of Indigenous ways of knowing. Well regarded and respected in the community for his generosity of his teachings, Elder Sokokoto is a masterful storyteller, an inspiring teacher. So I just want to take this moment to acknowledge and express my gratitude for Elder Sokokoto's contribution and commitment to this work as we journey together in this time of truth and reconciliation. Thank you. Next up, I'll invite Courtney Walcott. He's a city councillor for Ward 8. Councillor Walcott is a former high school teacher and basketball coach. He's a strong community advocate for equity, diversity, and inclusion. Yeah. This is the 2nd year his NPC has been featured in Level Up Calgary. Don't worry, Joe, we're going to get to you. I promise. And I'm just thrilled to be able to welcome you, Councillor Walcott.
I'm glad I can make it. This meeting today was just going and going, and so we were like, okay, we'd like to leave. Thank you all. Thank you all for being here, of course, and I love the fact that all the students are in the room. As an ex-high school teacher, I'll tell you, elementary students terrify me. So this is, in its own way, my own nightmare happening right in front of my face. I'm kidding. I know. I love you. Part of the reason why I think that this work is so important is actually because of the creators you'll become. The creators you are, but we're talking about evolution, right? And like this is what's so important about this work is you start here and then it just gets better. And so I've noticed this even yearly, right? So as students started to see past examples of the Minecraft challenge, the next iteration was better. The next version was better. And so I am so excited to every year to look at this and then to find out how every year another student levels up what happened in the previous one. Now, one of the reasons why I was invited is not just because I was a teacher, but because I was lucky enough that all of the sites are in my ward, right? And so I'm welcomed and I'm joined by several people who will be presenting awards to you, who are here themselves, are creators who once upon a time probably, or maybe not, didn't know that they would themselves become creators. And so when I think about these locations, whether or not it's the Green Line Station, if it's Haltane Park, these beautiful locations are made to become something more than what they are today. When you think about Haltane Park, right now, is not what it's going to become. And I don't know if you know this, and maybe this is news to you, and it's exciting news. Haltane Park is actually being reimagined right now. There's a significant amount of work by other creators to turn that park into something else. And so while you're here creating a vision for it, someone else is creating a vision for it, and there's an exciting opportunity to all see how they align, right, in the end. Same story for the Green Line Station. Every single, there are people out there that are doing exactly what you are doing, just on a bigger scale, and you get to find out how closely aligned your vision for it is with ours, and even better, which is my favorite part, we get to find out what we missed from the creative minds that look at it a different way than we look at it. That is something that students always do better than adults. Step out of their comfort zone and find out what could be creatively used in a way that we're not used to. That's what young people do. So I'd like to introduce you to some of the judges, but before I do, I'll tell you a quick little background on some of them, of course. Now, the Haltane Park judges include some of my favorite creators in the city. So you have David Down, the chief urban designer at the city. Is David here, actually? I don't see him. No, okay, David's not here. That's okay, I live. Let me tell you what David does quickly, because this one will make you laugh. Whenever somebody else designs something, they send it to David, and he gets to tell you whether or not it was good or not. That is his day job. And we're talking very large projects that he's just like, I think you could do better. And if David says, I think you could do better, you have to, because it's not making its way to council. Elias Gore, the president of the Beltline Neighborhood Association. You see, one part about this work that I want to instill upon you is that there's many ways to be a creator. You don't have to work at the city to do it. Elias, as a community leader, is actually guiding work from the community, building many creations. I recently just saw a new project that I can't announce here that is looking for funding that is going to be amazing. It's going to come from the work that the Beltline Neighborhood Association is doing. You are creators, and that's why this is such an important combination. Carmen Hinson, someone who I have personally dragged out in the middle of winter to a park to ask the question of what can this be, that park being Central Memorial Park. And it was with her support that we were actually able to turn it into a massive market, right? Because when you get people who have the willingness and the vision to support you, and then have a bigger dream that's bigger than yours, you can actually come together and do amazing things. So, the excitement is there. Both Elias and Carmen are here they're actually going to be the ones handing out the awards, so I'm excited about that. The Green Line judges, Keely Sullivan and Anna Escobar from the Green Line. Again, the Green Line is the largest project this city has ever done. And so when you talk about creators, the fact that you got to drive something like this forward, billions of dollars, that's scary to me, scary to you. It is worthwhile. You have Nabil Ramji and Aaron Chiladay, co-founders of Pedesting. Again, the ways that we travel throughout the city, the creativity that it comes to be tech leaders in Calgary, absolutely amazing. Darshpreet Badi, Green Line CEO, who thankfully is the reason why we were late, because we were in a meeting about the Green Line. And so he finished appropriately, and we made sure that we all got here on time because both of us were looking at the clock saying, we have somewhere to be. So I just want to say thank you all for being here. Congratulations to all of the students. You are creators, and hopefully one day, when I'm not in this job anymore, it'll be way too long, but hopefully one day you are sitting in these seats, creators of something different, helping the next generation figure out what they want to be. Thank you all so much for being here.
So we'll begin with the Division 1 and Division 2 awards for Haltane Park. Presenting the awards will be Carmen Hinson. She's the manager of Center City Operations, Parks and Open Spaces for the City of Calgary. It's a very long title. Very impressive title. And Elias Gore, he's the president of the Beltline Neighborhoods Association. So if I could invite our judges to come up at this time, please. And also if I could invite our Division 1 Haltane Park students and families, teachers for Rocky View Schools and CBE. If I could invite you to come down now, we're going to invite you on the stage one at a time to receive your awards. But if you can gather in this room just over to my left, I'd invite you to come down at this time. So that's Division 1 Haltane Park. So that will be if you're in grade 1, grade 2, or grade 3, and you did as a design for Haltane Park, come on down, and we're going to get you your awards and certificates here. Okay. Yeah. Okay. And so just recognize that not all of these read the names there. Okay. And then do your best to match not all of the students who will be present. Okay. And then we'll move on to Div 2. Okay, yeah. The winners receive this. Okay. Perfect. Companies. All right.
Okay, here we go. we have Lawson C. from Northcott Prairie School. We have Kendall S., Inaya K., and Indriana B. from Sarah Thompson School.
Congratulations.
And we have Alexis P. from Northcott Prairie School. We have Maya B. from Dalhousie School. We have Adrian O. and Ryan O. from Glamorgan School. And we have Armin K. from Westgate School. On to Division 2, we have Christian S. and Nicholas R. from Sarah Thompson School.
And we'll just take one moment to pause, and we'll just invite those families and students down from Division 2, Haltane. So if you are in grade 4, 5, or 6 from Rocky View Schools or CBE, could you come down with your families and teachers and just join us here? Thank you.
All right, spoiler alert, I already said this one, but Christian S. and Nicholas R. They're not here. We have Isa L., Matthew O., and Mason F. from Northcott Prairie School.
Congratulations.
And the winners, Emma T. and Isla R. Sorry if I said your name wrong. We have Avery D. from Andrew Sibbald School. We have Jack S., Jessa M., Tony S., and Eddie W. from Woodbine School. And our winners, we have Aza H., Brandon H., Anujay B. and Elia D. from West Spring School.
And congratulations to our Division 1 and 2 Haltane Park winners. Thank you. Now, just wanted to make a point here that the books that you're seeing, all of our finalists and winners receive a certificate acknowledging their contribution. A certificate of excellence, because this truly is outstanding work. Our winners, which were awarded by our City of Calgary judging panel, are receiving, in addition to a certificate, they're receiving a book that will be donated to their school library, one copy for the school library, and then one copy we are donating to Calgary Public Library. So we just want to acknowledge their contribution here and the contribution of all of us, all of our students and schools. Thank you. So next up, I'd like to invite Darshpreet Bhatti, he's the CEO of Greenline, and Nabil Ramji, who's one of the co-founders of Pedesting, to present the Division 1 and Division 2 awards for Greenline. While they're just coming up, if you are a Division 1 or Division 2 Greenline student and your families, if from Rockyview and CBE, if I could have you come here to the stage, Amanda will direct you to the back to receive your awards.
Okay, if we can welcome Madison K, Arya P, Avery S, Brady D, Douglas R, Vedant S, McKenna W, Jude B from West Spring School. We can welcome Brooklyn H, Andy C from Mahogany School next. And the winner for grade 1 and grade 2 class is Dr. E.W. Oh, it doesn't have a name. Entire class. Oh, wow. All right.
So on behalf
It's the whole batch. Yeah. A group effort.
I can request families and students for Division II awards to come down to my left, and we'll go through that. They may already have come? Okay, all right. All right, seems like it's another big class, grade 5 class from Radisson Park School. Keep this aside. All right, well, let's welcome Raiden S. from Roland Michener School. My apologies. And finally, the winner, Maria M. from Brentwood School. Thank you. Appreciate it.
Thank you, judges. So it just, as you were presenting the awards, I'm just reminded what a collective effort this was, that we had individual student submissions, we had small groups of students coming together, and entire classes. It is just incredible to have that many students collaborating and working. And I think that's one of the strengths of Minecraft education and this type of project is fostering those student competencies of creativity and critical thinking and problem solving and collaboration. So just tremendous effort. At this time, we'll take a short 10-minute intermission. And after the break, we'll move into the Division 3 and Division 4 awards. You are all welcome to stay, but if you have a young child and it's getting around their bedtime, please excuse yourself. This is why we've scheduled this intermission, just to be sensitive to your needs. And we'll see you all in 10 minutes. ask you to slowly make your way to your seats. We'll get started back up here in about 1 minute. Thank you. All right, welcome back, everyone. Well, we're going to just pick up right where we left off. I'm going to invite Darshpreet and Nabil to come back up to the podium here. And at this time, if I could invite our Division 3 and Division 4 Green Line students and families to come on up. And then we'll present your awards. I do want to say, as those families and students and teachers are making their way, we heard some folks were asking, is this going to be recorded and available after? And yes, it will be. So it'll be available on the City of Calgary's YouTube channel. If you search Level Up Calgary Season 3, you will find the recording.
Okay, I would like to welcome Owen H. and Riker B. from W.G. Murdoch School. Owen? Did I pronounce it right? All right, Mateus T. and Rias R. from Branton School. Okay. Okay. The next two are not, unfortunately, can't join us here today. Catherine L. and Suni L. from Ian. I'm not going to pronounce that and butcher it, but Bazalgette School. There you go. All right, we have the entire grade 7, 8, 9 students from Dr. Gordon Higgs School.
Many of them will be here, so if you just call out their names. So just call out their names.
Emily D. Emily, congratulations. Mahip C. Congratulations. Michael G. Congratulations, Michael. Sid M. Congratulations, Sid. Sebastian. He's not here. Okay. Answer out. Peter. He's not here.
Hey, could I ask you to turn around for a photo?
Thank you, everyone. right, can we welcome Ryan L. and Jerome L. from Centennial High School? All right, next we have Owen B., Thomas S., Brandon L. from Joanne Cardinal Schubert High School.
Pretty impressive.
I'm just going to go on record and say I'm not doing that. But
And the winner we have is Jack C. from Joanne Cardinal Schubert High School.
Thank you. Thank you, judges. Thank you. All right, we'll close out the evening, and I'll invite our Division 3 and 4 students, teachers, and families to come and join us over here. And our Haltane Park judges, please come to the podium. Thank you.
Sounds great. Yes.
Everybody gets a certificate. The winners will get a book, so you'll know what's the winner.
All right. So in Division 3, we have Julie F. and Nash B. from W.G. Murdoch School.
Yes.
We have Cole S., Temi B., and Micah R. from Northcott Prairie School. Oh, and these are the winners. Oh, we just gave a certificate to Adia J. We just got a little mixed up. I don't think I read your name, but congratulations. And next up, we have Cooper J. from Dr. Oakley School. We have Zoe Y. from Branton School.
That's the winner.
And Zoe is our winner.
Congratulations.
All right, in Division 4, we have Haley B. and Lexi W. from Bow Valley High School. We have Maya N. from Henry Wisewood High School. We have Parker W., Lucas G., and Paul F. from Centennial High School. And our winners, Karem A., Royce M., and Muhammad S. from Joanne Cardinal Schubert High School.
Congratulations.
We've gotten our, yeah, we're going to just adjust. We have one Holtain Park Div 2 for Rocky View Schools award to give here now.
Oh, see, I'm too short for this. I got to pull it down. Okay, so the winners for Div 3, we have Cole, Temi, and Micah from Northcott Prairie, if you want to come up.
Awesome.
All right. Well, we did it. Woo! What an extraordinary evening this was. I want to thank you all so very much for coming to celebrate the work of Calgary Board of Education and Rocky View Schools students. Thank you to our partners, City of Calgary, Microsoft, Calgary Public Library. And thank you to our friends at Rocky View Schools for celebrating with us this evening. If you wish to stay a few minutes for photos, you're certainly welcome to do so. I wish you all a great night. Thank you.